A man's best defense against an evil woman. That's right. A man's best defense against an evil woman. Masking Post here, welcome to the channel. As I travel, I learned that men and women are essentially the same all over the world. Whether it's Asia, Latin America, United States, United Kingdom. And I'm grateful that I'm able to speak at some speaking engagements to men, and they can share with me with their stories, and I can also dive into my own stories. It's very evident to me that a lot of men were simple. We want what we want out of life, and we set the routine and we go for it. We know what we want, we set the routine and we go for it. Trajectory, that's the place. That very routine to most women becomes boring or is boring. I've learned that a lot of women have a lot of free time for games. Most men, as they get older, they're very simplistic. This is what I want, this is what I don't want. Now, women oftentimes will pretend that that's what they want when it's not what they want. It's what they will want because they realize that's what's good for them, but it's not what they really want because that's not what turns them off. So, a man's best defense against an evil woman. Men, because they're operating on a very different frequency as women. A man is generally more honest than a woman. I'm not talking about those players, where was you at? I was at the bar, I was with the boys. When it was not, we're not talking about that. Men will be like, okay, I'm going to work. I need to raise funds. Like we are very linear. Okay? Just think about a ballet dancer. She's looking left, she's looking right, whatever. Like it's just most men are routine oriented. Women need fireworks and diversions and shortcuts and everything else for them to feel fulfilled in this life. Which is weird how we even work together because most men are routine oriented. I know a lot of men. I've come from a trade background. We used to make furniture. I used to work in the fashion industry. So I've come to believe, I've come to learn that it doesn't matter what the world believes. My biblical perspective is that's the worldview that which I have, the biblical worldview. Yeah, that's the worldview which I have. If the man does not have the Most High esteemed in his life, because the Most High is his best defense against an evil woman. It doesn't take very much for a woman to be evil. All she has to do is just tap into the world as it caters to her. Female empowerment, sexual liberation, do what thou wilt. Aleister Crowley. It doesn't take much for a woman to be that. So if she says self-love, self-care, me. And most men are just like, okay, she's attractive, she's got a nice smile. She said yes, let's go to the date. He don't know anything that's going on in the background. And I can see how a lot of women would take men for fools. Because a lot of men, when they operate in these scenarios, they are fools. Because I mean, how a normal man, if a woman approaches a man and says, "Look, I don't think you're attractive. I don't really like you, but you got money and you want to take me to a nice fancy restaurant. Let's go." Most men will not, but she has to present herself in a certain light. And because a man does not have that perspective, that we're not being led by the Ruach Hakodesh or the Holy Spirit or the Most High. So you are not guided by that. Your defense is the Most High. And that's why I believe that this world, for you to live it successfully, you got to live by the Most High. Because I'm going to tell you for sure, women don't need very much to be wicked. The world is catering to their very whims. I worked in construction sites. Now we got women in there. I'm not saying women cannot be in construction sites, but I just believe that the person that should be in that site should be doing the job. I cannot say that they're doing equal work. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But most men have no. Men do not take the time. Men do not take nearly the time to study women the way women take the time to study men. They just do that organically. Women just like what works and everything. It's in their nature. So most men just go about their work. How's the missus? How is the wife? Yeah, she good. Not knowing that she's not. No, she's not good. She's bored. You work too much and everything else. So a man cannot truly. I don't believe a man can truly satisfy a woman. The woman can only be satisfied if she wants to be satisfied in a current relationship. And because a woman can be dissatisfied even if she's in the most ideal position, whether there's wealth prevalent, whether there's a beautiful home, there's children prevalent, she can still be dissatisfied. So now for a man, because that's a loss of life, should she divorce him or should she leave him? Because that's a loss of his investment because he loves that person. And we are simplistic when we love. We're left from a place of genuineness. Okay, she's cute, that's it. It don't matter. It don't matter. She's flipping burgers. We're very simple. That's why a man needs the Most High to lead him when it comes to women because that's his best defense against an evil woman. Because, like I said, it doesn't take very much for a woman to be evil because society is pushing her to be that. She is promiscuous because, you know, have fun. You're young. Don't get married too early. And she dresses her whatever she wants. That's my body. And if a man say anything, oh, you've been controlling. It's 24th century. You see what I'm saying? Society caters to her destructive behavior. So, and women are being hive-minded. Even the supposedly good ones, they give in to that ideology. Well, you haven't lived until you've tried, sampled different ice cream flavors. So most women give in to the ice cream flavors, not knowing that that's the very thing that makes men not desire them. So to a man's biggest defense is the Most High. And that's a daily investment. Reading, praying, everything else. You need that. Meditative prayer, that type of thing. Because the world is messed up. And the tool is effeminate. Very few can resist the power. Like very few females can resist the power that's being dragged in. It's like a vortex. It's like it's drawing them in, and most of them are in there. We got Sexy Red, Megan Thee Stallion, Glorilla, Rihanna, Beyonce, Lil Kim. Like these individuals, Jill Scott, all these individuals exude that sexual liberation. I do what I want. Goddess, universe, femininity, whatever. And you're supposed to step into this and marry one of these women. And most of them have given themselves over to these ideologies. Excessive romance. We are logical. We build slowly. We understand the process. That's often not good enough for the modern woman. If you're here, I'm bored. I want something different. But you're like, but we just got 10 bricks. We need 10,000 bricks before we finish this structure. Well, you're always building. Why are you so boring? Okay, let me stop building. I'm so boring. Let's go on a trip. You see what I'm saying? So let the Most High lead you. And I do believe that this time of season and place for most men is to be single, to be honest, because to tackle the Monday woman, you need the biggest power on your side, the Most High. So your biggest defense to a neighbor woman is the Most High. And if you don't believe in the Most High, well, I can't say nothing to you. Peace, love, and blessings.